Hey, I just wanted to share a couple thoughts with you. I was reading a book and it said a core aspect of attitude is belief. And what they were talking about was belief in yourself and belief that you can do something. But then it turned into something else, which has been fascinating me for quite a while. And that is to know what you're good at, know what you're not, and play to your strengths and basically outsource, delegate to others the things that you're not so good at. I find Strengths Finders 2.0 by Gallup is a really good tool to kind of get in touch and reinforce what you're really good at. For example, my number one strength on the Gallup Strengths Finder is strategic, meaning that I solve problems and think about solutions and stuff. I've learned over time that that doesn't mean I'm always right, okay, but it means I come up with a lot of different possibilities and things, and then those need to be vetted and looked at and that type of thing. But anyway, when you play to your strengths and you look at that and you let go of some of the stuff you're not good at, you can really start to be different. And I think this is a core aspect of one of the things we're taught in school. We're taught in school to work on our weak links, to work on our own personal weaknesses. And if you do that, your personal weaknesses, you make them better, the most you can really hope for is mediocrity, or you can be average, you can be adequate, you can be okay. But you're not going to necessarily take the things that you're not good at and turn those into amazing strengths. Now, in a different context, Dave Rendell talks about this, that your weaknesses in one spot can be a strength in another if you shift context, and that's absolutely true. But what I want you to think about is the things that you're good at and how can you leverage those and how can you embrace those and do more. One of the challenges with a lot of, well, with people who have advanced degrees, right? And you did well in school and you got into these programs that were really competitive and whatever. When you do that, I mean, you're good at school, you're good at tests, you're good at the right and wrong. But what about like the emotional intelligence pieces? What about the interactions? What about all the other skills and components that go into running a business? So the management stuff, the coaching, the teaching, the financial analysis, and what have you. So some of that stuff you need to be good enough at. You do need to work on your weaknesses a bit so that you can be adequate and good. But then you want to really focus on the few things that you're exceptional at. Continue to be exceptional, accentuate that, dial it up, make it more, because by doing that, you can be different and you can start to stand out. And ultimately, that's your most powerful secret weapon as a small business owner. You're not trying to be like all the big guys. You're not trying to be like the corporates and the others. You're trying to distinguish yourself. And the dirty little secret is you're already different. So start talking to your customers, start talking to your teams, figure out what makes you different. What's quirky? What's weird? What's a little odd? What do you do that nobody else can do? What do you do really well that nobody else does? Start taking those things and really exaggerating, accentuating them, embrace them, because that's the stuff that's going to have you standing out in the minds of your customers, your patients, your people that know, love, and trust you. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Hit me up at sturdycoaching.com for more.